Hey, what's going on, people? Today I will be doing a September 4K catch-up because I have been a little behind lately, and I just have two releases to actually review on this video. And movie number one will be MIB International. This actually just came out 2 weeks ago. And as for the movie itself, this movie is just bland. It's just vanilla. You won't remember anything from it. It is like they neuralized you right after you watched it. It just has no style. It has no flavor, and it is just really, really just uncreative, which is saying something from this source material, which in the day was very creative. And I will say that as a positive note, I did like these action scenes. But other than that, I just felt like this movie was a real big waste of potential, waste of time. Just wanted to capitalize on the franchise that it had. And when you're getting into the video quality of this 4K disc, I would say that that is one of the reasons to actually pick this up. You know, Sony did this, and one thing that you will notice about Sony is that they just have been hitting it out of the park with Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray content. This is no different. This looks phenomenal. Right off the top with the detail here, detail is tremendous when you're talking about scenery. This is a very international movie, so it goes everywhere, all over the world, and all of the scenery and just the backgrounds have so much detail to them. And as far as close-ups, facial features, and specifically in CGI, so much detail, it is insane. Clarity is just the crispest and the most clear that you can get. Edges are very well defined here, and it looks great. As far as black levels here, they dip fully to black. That is awesome. And when you're getting into the HDR, a lot of just the CGI here truly popped out. And that is a plus. When you're getting into a lot of the explosions and the big action scenes, a lot of that really does pop off the screen. And, you know, when you're getting into a lot of these, you know, international places that they are going to, a lot of the scenery pops out as well, a lot of the green grass and all of that. You know, this movie actually looks phenomenal in 4K. I wouldn't say it is reference quality material, but it is the next best thing. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And when you're getting into the audio on this disc, this was actually given a Dolby Atmos mix, and this is just as good as the video quality here. Bass response is the star of the show. It sounds phenomenal. It has so many different levels to it. It is very dynamic, and you know, it definitely hits you hard when it needs to during action moments. And then you have speaker separation that is top notch. It sounds so full, and it separates through the whole entire soundscape of the room. It is very, very, very excellent in that way. Rear speakers definitely get a workout here. Height speaker work is limited to action moments, but what I will say is in those moments it does shine at times, and for that I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 as well. And as for my second release I will be reviewing for you guys, it will be Rambo. This movie I remember seeing in theaters and really, really loving it, and just having a real good time with it. In time, my views on this movie has changed a little bit. I don't like it as much. I don't agree with this movie's politics. And it's just something that, you know, I've developed over time. It's just heavy-handed. But this action in this movie is top notch. You know, Lionsgate picked up this property around this time, and you can see the Lionsgate aesthetic coming into the Rambo franchise. There is just so much blood going on, and it kind of fits with this movie. And once they set the politics of the film aside and they just get into what we all want from a Rambo movie. I feel like this movie really hits its stride, and I'll give it a 7 out of 10. This is good stuff. What I will say here is I don't feel like this particular movie would lend itself that great to 4K as far as HDR goes. You know, as far as detail here, it is stepped up from that Blu-ray, but that Blu-ray really looked great. And, you know, you definitely get more pores in Stallone's face here, and especially in close-ups. And then, as far as some of the rain scenes, I noticed that there were a lot more dimension to them. And that is because of the fact that I just felt like clarity is a little bumped up here, except in some wide shots that do seem a little soft, but for the most part, clarity is excellent here. And as far as the black levels, they dip fully to black, excellent. And, you know, with the HDR, you're going to notice it most in action explosion moments. And, you know, that is something that I did expect here. And, you know, all of those explosions really do pop off the screen. And that is where I noticed it the most. This is a very dull and drab color palette. So there just isn't a lot of places that HDR really does shine. And for that, I'm going to give this another 7 out of 10. This isn't bad. It is a step up from the Blu-ray. It's just not the big step up that some people might be thinking it might be. And when you're getting into the audio quality here, we are given a Dolby Atmos mix, and this is awesome. You know, height speaker work straight up the top, right from the beginning. You get the theme music coming in through the height speakers, really filling out the room, and that is awesome. Speaker separation is just top notch, fills up the entire room. It is very dynamic. The bass response here is exceptional, just exceptional. And it has so many different layers and levels to it, and trust me, it will shake your house. And, you know, as far as in action moments, even then, the height speakers get some decent use out of them. And, yeah, I really do like this track quite a bit. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So, guys, coming up next on the channel, I do have to get into John Wick 3. I didn't want to put it in this video because I wanted to do a full video for John Wick 3. And after that, I will be getting into the Dark Phoenix. I will be getting all that to you guys real soon. So if you're excited about that, comment down below. Let me know about other things that you want me to review. And always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't even say it because you know it. And I will see all of you next time.